Welcome to Spectrum News at 4, coming to you live from Oyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. My name is Ofonono Joseph. Let's take a look at the top stories. President Tinubu hails Dele Cole at 85, celebrates legacy in journalism, diplomacy. Waec releases 2025 Waec results, plus 1 dead, 11 injured as Russian train slams into bus. Stay tuned for details of these and more stories in just a moment. Good afternoon, and many thanks for joining us on the news at this hour. Our first report this afternoon is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended heartfelt birthday felicitations to elder statesman, veteran journalist, and seasoned diplomat, Ambassador Patrick Dele Cole, on the occasion of his 85th birthday, describing him as a towering figure in Nigeria's public life. In a message personally signed and issued from the State House today, President Tinubu praised Ambassador Cole's exceptional contributions to nation building through journalism, diplomacy, and public service, noting that his legacy has left an indelible mark on Nigeria's democratic and intellectual evolution. Highlighting Cole's pivotal role in the media landscape, the President recalled his transformative tenure as Managing Director of the Daily Times in 1976, a period widely acknowledged for reviving the newspaper's reputation and influence. Away from that, the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has said that 2027 Igbo presidency is not achievable, adding that the Southeast Zone will resist any darkening counsel without knowledge to deceive the people into believing that Igbo presidency is achievable in 2027. Umahi called for the total support of the Southeast Zone towards the re-election of President Bola Tinubu in 2027, saying it is the only panacea to consolidating the chances of the zone to produce the president of the country in the future. This is contained in a statement personally signed by the minister and made available to journalists today. He also commended the leaders of the zone and the governors for their support and the great work they are doing for the people, urging the people to support them along with the president for their second term in their respective offices. Meanwhile, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has urged critics of the reconstruction of Terminal 1 of the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, Lagos, to educate themselves on the global cost of building modern airports before questioning the project's value. In a post on his official X handle, Keyamo explained that the Federal Executive Council, FEC, approved the terminal's comprehensive overhaul after a thorough review by the Bureau of Public Procurement, BPP. He further stated that the Terminal 1, commissioned in 1979 under the Obasanjo-led military regime, has long outlived its design capacity and now suffers from severe wear and overcrowding. Keyamo also announced the expansion of Terminal 2, which includes the enlargement of the aircraft apron, the construction of independent ring roads for arrivals and departures, and the addition of a connecting bridge to the upper departure level to fix previous design flaws. From the Green Chambers, the Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Works, Akin Alabi, has advocated for more Nigerian women's participation in politics. Alabi, while speaking with newsmen on women's participation in politics at an event in Ibadan, said that the percentage of women's representation at the House of Representatives and the Senate is significantly low, calling for a constitutional amendment to bridge the gap. Speaking further, Alabi disclosed that he would support a constitutional amendment currently at the public hearing stage, which he said would create more seats for women in parliament, stressing that giving more opportunities to women to be on the ballot would pave the way for more options on voting for quality women during political representation. In education, the West African Examinations Council has announced the official release of the results for the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. In a statement issued via X today, the examination body confirmed that candidates who sat for the exam can now access their results online. We will report the full details in our subsequent bulletin. In a separate development, the Olubadan in council today nominated Oba Rashidi Ladoja as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. The nomination took place at the Olubadan Palace, Okearemo, in the Ibadan North local government area of Oyo State. The new Olubadan was not in attendance during the meeting. Presiding over the meeting, the Balogun Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Tajuddin Ajibola, said they have all signed and nominated Oba Rashidi Ladoja as the new Olubadan of Ibadan land. Ladoja's nomination was moved by the Balogun Olubadan, Oba Tajuddin Ajibola, and seconded by the Osi Olubadan, Oba Eddie Oyewole, during a meeting held at the Okearemo Palace of the Olubadan. Meanwhile, the council would now forward Ladoja's name to Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde for official ratification and for the scheduling of the coronation ceremony, where the staff and certificate of office will be presented. Elsewhere, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has dismissed reports alleging that his administration spent 3.1 billion naira on international travels between January and June 2025. According to a statement, the report in question cited a budget performance review, claiming that 2.854 billion naira was spent on international travels and transport others, while another 256 million naira went into international. Reacting in a statement today, the governor's spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, said the figures being circulated were misleading and misrepresented the actual allocation for the year. He clarified that the stated amount reflects the near full-year training allocation for over 100 state government agencies and not personal expenses incurred by the governor. Rashid noted also that Governor Adeleke mostly covers his travel expenses using the family's private jet, as seen in his current visit to the United States, adding that many agencies front-loaded their training activities in the first half of the year in anticipation of pre-2026 political events expected in the later part of the year. Back here, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Moeno has disbursed over 400 million naira to 1,076 beneficiaries with farm, trade, and business grants in Eket Federal Constituency. Speaking at the event, which took place at the Cenotaph by Eket Stadium, successfully selected to benefit from the Arise Farmers Grant, 549 for the Arise Traders Grant, 239 for the Arise Equipment Support Scheme, while 8 benefited from the 5 million naira MSME grant and 12 benefited from the cars and minibuses. He said the empowerment is for every qualified Akwa Ibomite duly registered with the Arise Empowerment portal, stressing that it is not tailored to favor any political party. The governor used the opportunity to restate his relationship with his political father, Udom Emmanuel, stressing that there is no issue between them. The governor enumerated the different projects in the federal constituency at different stages of completion and assured to do more for the constituency and state in general.
Its assessment, I will look at it. We'll look at it, you'll see it in our 2026 budget. We will pick those needs. I'm not promising all, but we'll pick them based on availability of funds. But just like we promised about funds Rubium and Etinan, I believe Eket deserves another about too. And we are doing the best we can. If you look at this program, we have several projects that we have embarked on in this federal constituency. There are over 70 projects in 2 years. There are still more to be done. We are going to do more, and that's what we are doing across all of the states.
Responding to demands by Eket stakeholders on the beach in Eket Kwa River Hotel, Governor Eno said the government was searching for investors but urged the host communities to maintain peace to welcome investors. On the Kwa River Hotel, he said as soon as the lingering legal issues are settled, the government will commence work accordingly. Also, speaking on the issue of Stop Creek Forest, he urged the concerned communities to exercise restraint and caution, saying that a committee that will be chaired by him with the Deputy Governor, Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Attorney General and 2 members each from the concerned communities as members will be inaugurated to lay the issue to rest. According to him, the government will not allow any unapproved building or shanty in the Stop Creek and would not hesitate to pull down any of such structure.
Time when this local government was one local government, so there's no need to fight. I want to say, please, concerning the Stop Creek, I want to appeal to our people to please exercise restraint and caution. By law, the Stop is a forest reserve, and government has taken it over. What we want to do now is to set up a committee that I will chair personally. On government side, the Deputy Governor will be a member. The Speaker will be a member. The Attorney General will be a member. And then we will take 2 from the 2 committees.
Presenting the needs document, which was accompanied by numerous gift items, Ambassador Asama appreciated the governor for delivering on his campaign promises and assured of continuous support of the people from the area. Government House correspondent Jane Uwa reports that other speakers, including Bisong Frank Kachibon, who spoke on behalf of the commissioners from the area, Senator Helen Eswene for Women, Ndwese Essien and Basi Danabia Jr. all appreciated the governor for his numerous development initiatives and strides in their respective domains and assured of continuous support beyond 2027.
Is the treasure base of Akwa Ibom State. The wealth of Akwa Ibom State comes from this federal constituency. The development of Akwa Ibom State is courtesy of this federal constituency, and because God has given us consistently very good leaders, and you are a very good leader, Your Excellency. The story in all of these meetings has been the same. Superlative performance, sterling performance, all the way. Your Excellency, you can look at this crowd now. They did not come here to look at you because you are the finest governor, but because of your performance. This is the trade.
Moving now to Africa, where alerts have been issued for the provinces of Sidi Kassem, Sidi Slimin, Koriba, Setat, and Marrakech. Alerts are also in place for Morle Yakub, Tuanet, Larach, Uzain, and Tata, as heat wave scourges Morocco with temperatures topping 45 degrees Celsius. The Meteorology Directorate has urged residents to take necessary precautions during the intense heat. On the foreign scene, Russian officials said a freight train rammed into a tourist bus at a level crossing near the Russian city of St. Petersburg today, killing one person and injuring 11. The railway statement also said that the bus was on the tracks when the train hit it at full speed. The train driver applied emergency braking, but the distance was too short and he could not avoid a collision. According to preliminary information, 12 passengers on the bus were injured and one of them died of injuries. Meanwhile, traffic violations are fairly common in Russia, resulting in several deadly accidents. Still to come in the news. Chelsea signed Dutch defender Hato from Ajax. Stay tuned for details of this in a jiffy. Glad to have you back. Now we conclude the rest of our news stories. On our business news, President Bola Tinubu has waded into the growing concerns over the possible suspension of funding for key road infrastructure projects being executed under the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited tax credit scheme. In a decisive move to avert disruptions and allay stakeholder fears, the President issued firm directives to ensure continuity of the scheme and the timely release of payments to contractors. His intervention comes amid mounting apprehension from contractors and state governments over delayed disbursements, which had threatened to stall ongoing projects critical to the nation's economic connectivity and logistics network. Speaking during a high-level engagement held in Abuja with the affected contractors, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, relayed the President's message, reaffirming the administration's unwavering commitment to infrastructure development. The minister, in a statement issued by the Director, Press and Public Relations, Mohammed Ahmed, assured stakeholders of continuous funding and guaranteed that no project would be abandoned. Still talking business, the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy has denied reports alleging that Minister Adeboyega Oyetola awarded a multi-billion naira contract for the Barrow Inland Port project, insisting the claims are entirely false and misleading. In a statement, the minister's special advisor on media and communications, Dr. Bolaji Akinola, emphasized that no such contract was awarded under the current administration. He explained that the Barrow Port project predates the Oyetola-led ministry and that any assertions to the contrary are inaccurate and should be regarded as misinformation. Akinola clarified further that while the project remains of national interest, the current administration has not initiated any new contract related to Barrow Port. We move over to health now. where the Joint Health Sector Unions, Wassce, has placed its members on red alert for a possible nationwide strike if the federal government fails to honor critical agreements reached with the union, especially on salary adjustment and arrears. In a communique issued at the end of a series of meetings held between July 30 and August 1, 2025, the Wassce National Chairman, Kabiru Minije, and National Secretary, Martin Egbenubi, warned that it may be forced to embark on industrial action if the demands are not met within the stipulated timelines agreed at the meeting. Wassce said it would give the federal government until the end of the agreed timelines from the tripartite meeting to meet its demands, including payment of the 7 months CONHES arrears in August. It warned that if the government fails to deliver, the union's expanded National Executive Council may align with the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress to declare a trade dispute in accordance with the Trade Disputes Act. Wassce also warned that it would no longer tolerate the violation of Section 25 of the Trade Unions Act, which limits negotiations to a union's executive committee. In the world of sports, Chelsea signed teenage Netherlands defender Jorel Hetto from Ajax in a deal worth a reported £37 million. That is $49 million. Hetto, who has been capped 6 times, agreed a 7-year contract with the Premier League club. The 19-year-old is Chelsea's 8th signing since the end of last season as boss Enzo Maresca strengthens his squad to cope with the dual demands of the Premier League and Champions League this term. Still talking sports, where Son Heung-min is expected to join Los Angeles Football Club for around £20 million after announcing his departure from Tottenham. The forward revealed in a news conference that he will leave Tottenham this summer after 10 years at the club. And the 33-year-old appears poised to join Major League Soccer (MLS) in what could even be a record fee, potentially surpassing the £22.5 million paid by Atlanta United to sign Emmanuel Lath from Middlesbrough in February. The final details of the transfer remain, but his move to LAFC is now considered subject to the completion of paperwork and a medical. On our entertainment news, the season 10 housemates of Big Brother Naija are all safe from the eviction, as Biggie stated that the nominations were fake. Recall that Biggie had asked all the housemates to name 2 people up for possible eviction, resulting in all the housemates being up for eviction. However, the housemates are all safe for another week. And that's all we have for you at this time. Do ensure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website, spectrumtvlive.ng. You have been watching Spectrum News App 4. I remain Ofonono Joseph. To enjoy the rest of your day.